Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Study Time. So today we will do question answers from the chapter The Portrait of a Lady written by Khushwant Singh. The first question here is the three phases of the author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. The three phases of the author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad are given below. The first one here is the first phase was the period of the author's early childhood. जब वो बहुत छोटा था, during this phase he used to live with his grandmother in the village. The grandmother used to take care of him from waking him up and getting him ready to accompanying him to the school. Both shared a good friendship with each other. तो उसे तैयार करती थी, सुबह उसे स्कूल लेकर जाती थी और दोनों बहुत ही अच्छे दोस्त थे. The second phase was a time when the author and the grandmother moved to the city to live with author's parents, and this was a turning point in their friendship because now they saw less of each other. तो उसके बाद वो लोग सिटी में चले गए थे ऑथर के पेरेंट्स के पास और उसके बाद उनकी रिलेशनशिप में थोड़ा गैप आ गया था. द थर्ड फेज वाज द टाइम द ऑथर जॉइंड यूनिवर्सिटी एंड ही वाज गिवन अ रूम ऑफ हिज ओन एंड द कॉमन लिंक ऑफ देयर फ्रेंडशिप वाज snapped. Snapped means broken suddenly. The grandmother turns to wheel spinning and reciting prayers all day long. She accepts her seclusion with silence. तो seclusion means isolation. तो वो अकेली हो गई थी क्योंकि ऑथर जनरली उनके साथ रहते थे, खासकर रात को तो वो एक ही रूम शेयर किया करते थे, एक साथ रहते थे रूम में, लेकिन अब वो सब भी नहीं था. तो उसने अपने आप को ग्रैंडमदर ने दूसरी चीजों में बिजी कर लिया था, लाइक व्हील स्पिनिंग एंड रिसाइटिंग प्रेयर्स ऑल डे लॉन्ग. Second question is the three reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city school. वो थोड़ी disturbed थी, परेशान थी. The author's grandmother was unhappy after knowing that the things taught to him at school were related to Western science and learning. Secondly, she did not believe such things that were taught at his new school. She was disturbed that there was no teaching about God and scriptures because पहले उसके previous school में स्क्रिप्चर्स पढ़ाया जाता था, जो प्रीस्ट था वो पढ़ाता था उन्हें, लेकिन यहाँ ऐसा कुछ भी उन्हें पढ़ाया नहीं जाता है. Thirdly, she was unhappy with the idea of music lessons being given at school. She considered music suitable only for the people with low dignity. तो नीच जाति के लोग ही इसको म्यूजिक को करते हैं, ये उनकी सोच थी. The disapproval of the grandmother was visible in her silence. उसने कुछ नहीं कहा लेकिन वो चुप हो गई थी ये सब बातें सुनने के बाद. Three ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. See, the author's grandmother accepted her seclusion, means isolation, with resignation. Now, she spent her days of loneliness by engaging herself in the wheel spinning activity, reciting prayers and feeding the sparrows. तो ये सब काम वो करने लगी थी. Question number 4, the odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. See, the grandmother of the author did not speak to them before her death. वो बिल्कुल silent हो गई थी, चुप हो गई थी. The night before she died, she did not pray while singing homecoming songs and beating the drum as she was not ready to waste time. She laid peacefully in her bed, praying and telling beads and ignored the protest of her family members. तो क्या हुआ कि जैसे ही उन्होंने एक दिन पहले तो सारे अपने पोते के लिए, ऑथर के लिए गाने गाए, लेकिन उसके बाद वो अपने टाइम को वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहती थी, इसलिए वो बिल्कुल साइलेंट हो गई थी. वो अपने बेड पे लेट जाती हैं और प्रे करने लगती हैं. हालांकि सारे फैमिली मेंबर्स प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं कि शी शुड रेस्ट, बट वो किसी की भी नहीं सुनती. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, the way in which the sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. because grandmother को आदत थी हर रोज sparrows को feed करने की, तो sparrows भी बहुत ज़्यादा sad हो जाती हैं. The author's grandmother shared a unique bond with the sparrows and she seemed at her happiest self while feeding the sparrows. वो बहुत खुश रहती थी उस वक्त में. The day the author's grandmother died, thousands of sparrows sat scattered around her dead body. They sat there in utter silence. Utter silence means they were not even chirping. तो उनका कोई साउंड ही नहीं था, बिल्कुल शांति थी. मॉर्निंग द डेथ ऑफ द ग्रैंडमदर, उनके ग्रीफ के लिए वो सब भी शायद बिल्कुल चुप हो गई थी. They took no notice of the breadcrumbs thrown at them and flew away silently after the body was carried for the final rites. क्योंकि ऑथर की मदर ने उनको ब्रेड क्रम्स डाले थे स्पैरोस को, लेकिन उन्होंने किसी ने भी नहीं खाए. एंड नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग द ब्रेड क्रम्स वर स्वेप्ट अवे इनटू द डस्टबिन बाय द sweeper. The next part is talking about the text. Question number 1 here is the author's grandmother was a religious person, and what are the different ways in which we come to know this? The author's grandmother was a religious lady with a kind heart, and she moved about in the house telling the beads of her rosary. Her lips constantly moved in inaudible pair. Inaudible means जो कि सुनाई नहीं देती थी, लेकिन उनके lips हमेशा हिलते रहते थे. She said her morning prayers in monotonous sing-song. Monotonous means toneless. Sing-song, hoping that the author would learn it by heart. Every day she went along with the author to his school and sat in the temple that was attached to it, reading the holy books for hours. She believed in the teaching about God and scriptures and did not like that her grandson was not taught about them in the city school. Gradually, she turned to reciting prayers throughout the day. Before dying, she stopped talking to her family members and turned to prayers and counting the beads. Question number 2 here is describe the changing relationship between the author and his grandmother. Did their feelings for each other change? उनकी relationship में काफी उतार चढ़ाव आते हैं, कुछ gaps बढ़ जाते हैं. तो देखते हैं आंसर. The story describes the entire phase of relationship shared by the author and his grandmother. In this early childhood, the author shared a strong bond with his grandmother. However, the friendship loosened and a little when they both shifted to his parents' city house. She no longer accompanied him to the school and could not help him with his lessons. There was a further crack in the relationship when the author joined university, as he was given a private room and the common link between them was snapped. Snapped means it was broken suddenly. They were further distanced from each other when the author went abroad for 5 years. In spite of changes in the course of the relationship, okay, due to the demands of the situation, because जैसे बच्चे बड़े होते हैं चीजें बदलती हैं, their feelings for each other remained unchanged. Though she did not display her emotions, वो कभी अपने emotions show नहीं करती थी. When the author was leaving for abroad, she wholeheartedly celebrated his homecoming when he returned. क्योंकि जब author he was leaving for abroad, वो silently उसके forehead को kiss करती है. और when he comes back, she wholeheartedly celebrated his homecoming when he returned. Would you agree that the author's grandmother was a person strong in character? If yes, give instances that show this. Yes, the author's grandmother was a person strong in character. The instance to prove this are given below. The author's grandmother was a person strong in character. She was a picture of contentment, but she had firm convictions about certain things in her life. She had her own thoughts about the learning at school. She considered the teaching of scriptures to be more fruitful than science and music. In her phase of loneliness and seclusion, she took to wheel spinning and feeding sparrows. She appeared composed and did not display any emotion when the author decided to go abroad for studies. वो कभी ऐसे टूटती हुई उनकी इमेज को नहीं दिखाया गया कि वो रो रही हैं या डिप्रेस्ड हैं. She was always a composed lady, ignoring everyone who tried to stop her. She sang for several hours celebrating the homecoming of her grandson. कोई उन्हें रोक नहीं पाया. During the last few hours of her life, ignoring the protest of her family members, she stopped talking to everyone and took to reciting prayers and telling her beads. हालांकि सबने बहुत प्रोटेस्ट किया कि उन्हें रेस्ट करनी चाहिए, लेकिन वो किसी की उन्होंने बात नहीं सुनी. उनके लिए प्रेयर करनी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट थी. तो इस तरह से वो एक बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर की लेडी थी. इसमें हम ये वाला आंसर भी दे सकते हैं कि yes, the author's grandmother was a person strong in character because the strength in character of the old lady is seen in the fact that the author's parents entrusted the entire responsibility of their son on her when they left for the city. वो उसे उसकी grandmother के पास छोड़कर आ गए थे author को. तो इट वॉज नॉट ईजी. वो एक अच्छी करेक्टर स्ट्रेंथ थी उनके पास, वो स्ट्रॉन्ग थी, इसलिए ही शायद उसके पेरेंट्स ने ऐसा डिसीजन लिया. शी नॉट ओनली लुक्ड आफ्टर हिज वेल बीइंग बट ऑल्सो हेल्प हिम इन हिज स्टडीज. लेटर व्हेन दे वेंट टू लिव इन द सिटी, शी हाईली डिसअप्रूव्ड ऑफ द इंग्लिश स्कूल व्हेन द ऑथर वाज सेंट. where the author was then. But she found other ways to keep herself occupied in moments of loneliness. She never displayed her emotions or broke down into tears. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं हुआ. She had extreme faith in God and her prayers. That was perhaps the source of her strength. Even when she fell ill, she accepted it as her fate and calmly started to pray. Her face or behavior never betrayed her emotions. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. इसमें से कुछ पॉइंट्स लेकर उस आंसर में भी आप मिक्स कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज दिस आंसर ऑल्सो हैव सम स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट्स. थैंक यू सो मच. इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो, काइंडली लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब.